Hey guys, all right, 2 months in now to the carnivore diet here in 2025, 58 days from January 1st to today, March 1st. I want to update you on the progress, how much weight I've lost, what type of food I'm eating, what that cost me per month, and what I love so far and what problems I'm having with the carnivore diet. If you're thinking about doing carnivore or keto, stick around. We're going to get into all the details. What we're looking at on the screen here was my shopping list, everything that I bought on February 1st, and this lasted me through the entire month. Keep in mind, I'm on a weight loss calorie restriction diet. I'll probably need to buy a little more once I hit my target weight. But we've got bone broth, we've got a little bit of cheese, a pork roast, pork loin, bacon, a whole chicken that I roasted, some chicken legs, beef heart, beef liver, ground beef, some ribeyes, some canned fish, sardines and mackerel, heavy cream butter, sockeye salmon, and then the eggs. The eggs are free because we have backyard chickens and I get 6 to 8 eggs every day from the chickens. And I have at least one meal a day usually that includes eggs. So that is a little side benefit that I don't have to pay for those at the grocery store. Eggs are pretty expensive right now, aren't they? But having the chickens was part of a sustainability program we put in place here in the household back in 2020. And man, am I glad that we have them for the free eggs every day. What we have here is a pretty budget-friendly selection. I see people that have ribeye every single day, and I wish I could justify doing that, but I have a nice assortment of different price per pound items here. What would you think that this cost? This was my total food selection that lasted me the entire month of February. The food that we have here, February 1st, cost me $204. That is a daily total of about $7.25 to eat on carnivore if you're careful about the type of foods that you select. The point is, it does not have to be expensive. Carnivore does not mean that you need to eat a $20 ribeye every single day. Although that sure would be nice if that's what you choose to do. As I said, I am on a calorie restriction plan here for the first few months of 2025. That old belt buckle was getting a little bit tight. We were running out of notches on January 1st. So I have my calories limited to 1,600. As I get closer to my target weight and get back in the gym, which is going to happen this month in March, I'm going to probably need to increase that calorie intake to make sure I'm maintaining muscle mass as I continue to lose those inches off of the waist. You can see the nutrition plan here that I set up for myself. The bar on the left is the calorie target, 1,600 per day. I know it's not a lot. And as you can see, it's mostly fat, the orange, and protein in yellow from eating meat. Fatty selections of meat. That is the carnivore diet. The plan is almost no carbs, although I get a little bit if I have cheese during the day. But as I'm looking at this report here now, and this is the first time that I've looked at it this month, because normally all I do is just enter my meals in and it logs the data. I'm noticing that my average daily calories that I'm eating is not even 1,600. I'm surprised. It's about 1,350. That is really, really low. I agree. However, I will tell you that I eat literally whenever I'm hungry. And that is one thing that I love about the carnivore diet is that with the protein and fat, I'm able to stay full. I hate being hungry. So I just eat throughout the day whenever I feel like I'm hungry. 1,350 calories. Wow, that is low. And I'm curious when I get back in the gym this week, if that extra activity is going to make me want to eat more. We'll find out. I'm not opposed to adding more calories if I'm increasing the workload on my body. But the main goal here is to lose weight these first few months. So I do need to maintain a calorie deficit. Now to talk about the weight loss, and I have January on here. You guys that watched the month 1 update already know that I lost about 10 pounds in the month of January. Let's update the data now, including my weigh-in yesterday, and see how much I lost during the month of February. 6 more pounds lost in February. That means that I've lost 16 pounds since January 1st. And I do have a body fat scale, the Ironman by Tanita, where I can measure body fat. And I know some of you guys were worried about me losing muscle mass with this strict weight loss phase, and that's a valid concern. But I'm also tracking the percentage of my body weight that is fat. And I can tell you that over the last 60 days, that number has dropped by 5%. So I might be losing a little bit of muscle mass. Maybe we will change that in March as I get back into the gym. But the body fat is obviously coming off as well. And guess what? We got a couple of freed up notches on the old belt buckle. Everything's starting to fit well again. Hopefully over the next 2 months, I can start fitting in those other pants, you know, the ones that you used to be able to fit into a year ago that are just sitting there idle. That is the goal, my friends. Although I've been doing some aerobic type activities, walking, running, sprinting in the month of February, I am very excited to get back in the gym and under the barbell starting here in March. I'm going to take it easy. Don't worry. I know I'm old. I know my limits. I'm not going to push it too hard this time. I promise. But I'll tell you the one thing that is happening, and it's been going on for 2 months, is the sleep pattern disruption. And that usually means no matter what time I go to sleep, whether it's 10, 11, midnight, I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes wide awake. And it might take me 2 hours to go back to sleep, which is not a big deal because I'll get some work done, but it is kind of irritating not getting a solid 7-8 hours sleep. Now, I don't know if I could blame that on carnivore or not. Maybe it's just I'm a workaholic and my brain never shuts off. But if you have any ideas, if you ever experienced that when you began the carnivore diet, let me know down in the comments what you did about it. Did it go away? And any suggestions you might have. I'd love to hear them. One other thing that I just thought of, maybe, if I'm lucky, going to the gym during the month of March will make me more tired in general and help me get a more peaceful, complete night of sleep. I'll let you know how that went in about 31 days. Right now, I plan on continuing the carnivore diet through the middle or end of April. So we got, let's say, 2 more months to go to get to my target weight. I did a blood test and a physical at my doctor at the end of January. I posted a video on that a couple weeks ago. Go watch that if you're curious how those blood tests came out. And we are going to do a retest at the end of April as well to see how this full 4-month carnivore fest went. I do want to thank each and every one of you for stopping in for a few minutes and checking in on my progress. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, certainly leave them down below. I love to hear from you guys. I am Tony, and I will see you on the next carnivore video.